Hi, I'm Leah. I'm currently a member of the executive team at Erie. I started at Erie in 2020, and this was the first time that I'd worked within an executive team. Erie was newly founded when I joined, and over the past 8 years, we've seen a number of ups and downs, trials and triumphs, and the development of strong relationships both within our client base and within the executive team. The purpose of today's conversation is to discuss my personal journey with Erie, especially in the early years, and discuss some of the challenges that we face. At the time of starting with Erie, I had very little knowledge about manufacturing, let alone the importance of having finance, marketing, and production work closely together. Coming from an insurance law background, these business areas were quite new to me, and I relied heavily on the insights and knowledge of my team. In the early years, I was not confident in making decisions, especially in respect to my products. And probably, to be quite honest, I had taken on this position with a closed mind, assuming it would be similar to my previous roles. Being that, coming from a background where decisions were made not based on market and rather than being more predictable. I definitely struggled mostly within the marketing and manufacturing business areas, specifically being able to predict the number of business units that would be sold each year, as well as determining what investment would be required into marketing to be able to sell those products. For the better half of my time here, I was either under or over predicting the units that would sell, which resulted in either an excess in aged stock or running out too quickly, leading our customers to go to our competitors. As each year rolled on and Erie was another year older, I felt my knowledge and understanding also grow at the same trajectory, to a point where I was less reliant on the executive team when it came to making decisions and judgments in respect of my product areas being Echo and E. If I could do it all again, I would definitely take more exposure to marketing, as I've learned through my experience at Erie that production and marketing go hand in hand, and both need to be on the same page when it comes to decision making. When it comes to the executive team, we are a small bunch of three, and we all started around the same time. Paul and I have very similar backgrounds, however, we brought very different skill sets to Erie. That being, Paul is very creative and long-term driven. He has the ability to see how a decision that's made now will play out in the future, and thus being able to make quick decisions regarding employment or automation. Whereas myself, I'm more structured and I like to make decisions upon years of comparative data and take pride with keeping the team organised and on track. Erin has a finance background, which made her perfect to be the overall decision maker in the team. Because in the real world, if there's no money, you can't make money. She is very thorough when it comes to making financial decisions on behalf of Erie, and saying that all decisions about the company were really done as a collective. The key things to take away today is never assume that your next role will be just like your last. This can lead to closed-mindedness and set you back in your career. Also try and understand how the business units in your company work together and see what they're doing well and if they're making collective decisions. Lastly, it's really important to have your teams back and grow and build on each other's strengths. This will build a lasting, long, successful business.